we'll do an intro thing. Hey everybody, welcome to the mailbag. This is the Zelda Mailbag. We call it the Zelda Mailbag, but you can ask us other questions that aren't necessarily Zelda as well. And this is the part where the podcast where we answer questions. Did you probably figured that part out? Hey, sometimes, guess what, Jesse? Guess what? We have too many questions sometimes.
No way.
We just can't do them all. In fact, that has been the trend lately. Because we've got a backlog of questions we've been trying to get through, and we can't always answer all the questions. So if you want to guarantee your question gets answered at some point when we're doing this,
what do you have to do?
Popping over to Patreon, supporting our good friend Mr. GameOverJesse. That's him, and consider supporting him, and we'll guarantee that your question gets answered and you'll get a shout out in the video, just like these fine folks did, like Wild Horse 64, Samuel, Rand Jammin, Foxo, Andrew, Jonathan, David, Amanda, Jacob, Derek, Blargnar, Michelle, Mandy Lee Plays, Michael, Elmer, Bootleg Boy, Vortex, Gus, Monica, Link Use the Triforce, Lunarium, Shout Out to Us, Rusty, Lovable Christy. Oh my god, I almost said Crispy. Lovable Christy, Fallen Echo, and Halo Justin. So thank you guys for supporting the channel, supporting Jesse. And yes, let's hop in with the. Did you have one picked out already, or
no? But I do have a question.
Are you a patron?
No, but in Mario Kart.
Too bad, Jesse. Sorry, go ahead.
In Mario Kart, when you get a banana, do they eat the banana before they throw the banana peel, or do they waste the banana?
I think they waste it. You don't have time to eat while you're Mario Karting. There's no time. There's no time, guys. You can't.
Nug Gotti from the live chat says, have either of you played Ocarina of Time online yet? No,
not
sadly.
Yet.
We have a friend who's literally the person that's making it, but we have yet to play it.
Oh, are you talking about Melon?
Yeah, Melon.
Yes.
Melon speedruns.
Speedruns is he's a real good dude.
He's a real person. He exists.
He is a real person. He is he's good. He also
we're not making him up.
He came on my stream once and we played Smash together, and he's a fun dude, and he's making this really cool thing I think Tony's had a few videos of channel for games, but I've seen a few other sites reporting on it, and I think She Says recently credited him in a video as well, helping him with something on Boundary Break. So yeah, he's making his rounds around the community. Everybody loves melons. I think Zeltic also just recently found out about this project coming into existence, even though we knew about it for like a year, but but that's okay.
It kind of seems like it goes that way. Like, not with just Zeltic, but I'll notice, like, we'll make a video about something, and then months later, like, tons of people start talking about it, and I'm like, how is this news? Like,
it's not news, because we already knew.
Yeah, like, I understand it's new to anyone. Like, you could come across something 10 years later and be like, oh, this is new. Kind of like how we came across the Twilight Princess 2 and Ocarina of Time 3-cool or whatever.
Yeah,
all that stuff.
And that was like, we were late on the boat with those ones.
Yeah, like 20. No, more like 10 years late, because like it was all information revealed like before the game actually came out. But yeah, so like, yeah, like we'll make news about something, and then suddenly it'll get popular. I remember the first time that happened was the video that I made about the first Zelda. Originally had a dungeon maker in it, and I had written the article for a Zelda website and then they thought it was like no one would care about it, and then IGN ended up making a video about it, and then they ended up covering IGN's video, and I'm like, you could have had this like weeks before everyone else.
Yeah,
and
you could have been the original.
Yeah, IGN could have been talking about your video.
yeah, for real though.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Austin John Plays made a video about it. Apparently, that's cool.
Oh.
That guy follows me on Instagram.
Yeah.
That's how I found out about him. I was like, oh, hey, and actually, he's got a really good channel. He's got some.
Yeah,
really cool...
he randomly. My little brother was a fan of his for like his Breath of the Wild videos on making different costumes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So one day my brother was streaming Breath of the Wild when the game first came out, and Austin John Plays came in the live stream.
Oh, no way. That's awesome.
Yeah. So apparently he was a fan of the channel, and then he joined the Discord and he got on voice chat with us, and my little brother got to talk to him.
Oh, that's awesome. Did Jared have like did he like fanboy out? Did he have a great
No, he didn't really care.
Oh.
Because he doesn't understand, like, this is someone on YouTube. Because, like, he's used to me, I guess, being, like, really well known on Zelda YouTube stuff. So he's just like, it's just another... Just another idiot talking about Zelda.
I'd be psyched. I like that guy's videos a lot. Like, I don't know. Like, pretty much anyone, like, I meet anyone in the Zelda community or on YouTube, and I get super psyched about it. Not a big deal. We talked to Tony. This channel has more subscribers, technically. But I'm like, I really love Tony's videos, so when we had him on the podcast, I was, like, fanboying out. And I'm like, So it's like, like... You know, I just get psyched about everything. So I have like the opposite reaction. Even though I know all these people in the community, I always get like super excited about it. I'm like, it's this guy.
And then there's the tons of people that get excited to talk to you. So it goes full circle.
For some reason, I'm not that exciting a person, but I'm just a big old geek. I'm just a big nerd. Yep. Well, I guess we should grab another question from This is why we don't get through all the questions. This is the real reason, guys.
There's too many bananas.
We don't have Tube here telling us to go and like keep us on track, so we get sidetracked. Let's see what's in this mailbag. What? Ooh. John Ice Veins asks, what are your thoughts on the theory that the fortune teller is the Queen of Hyrule in Breath of the Wild? Also, just general speculations on the Queen and her death. And which Sheikah do you think was Cass's teacher? Okay, so this is three-part question. First part, which Sheikah was Cass's teacher? He was a court poet who survived the calamity but died before Breath of the Wild gameplay wise exists, before that part began. We definitely do not see him at any point during the game, but
I don't know who you're talking about.
He's already dead. The court Cass's mentor in Breath of the Wild.
Okay. He was the fortune teller?
No. This is a two-part question. Who was Cass's mentor? So we don't actually see him in the game, but he was a poet who fell in love with Zelda during the 100 years ago part of the game, portion of the game's timeline. But he survived the calamity, but died before Link wakes up 100 years later. So, as for the fortune teller, what are your thoughts that the fortune teller is the Queen of Hyrule? I don't actually... So, this is another thing, actually. Creating a champion mentions it slightly, but I don't think it is very likely. And the only reason is that in the King's Journal, he mentions the fortune teller said this. But when he mentions the queen dying, he's like, my wife died, blah, blah, blah. If they were the same person, he wouldn't be like, the fortune teller's prophecy is blah, blah. He'd be like, my wife's prophecy, the queen's prophecy. You know, the verbiage would be really different. So, personally, I don't put stock in that theory, but it is a neat theory, like because we do know that Zeldas of the past have had like the power of premonitions and visions and stuff.
Yeah, they have the wisdom thing.
Exactly, yeah. So It would be neat, but I don't think that's the case personally. But what do you think, Jesse?
There's been fortune tellers in Zelda games before. Usually they just like to lead you to pieces of hearts and stuff. Like Twilight Princess has
Not predicting the end of the world. So.
Yeah. Twilight Princess has the fortune teller.
Fanati.
Yeah. She's one of the 3 supposed Sheikah people in Twilight Princess. Because they all have the different...
and who else?
No, Impaz is a confirmed Sheikah.
Oh, okay. So there's 3 unconfirmed ones. So there's Fanati, and then who else?
The Bug Girl and
Agatha.
Yeah.
Really?
Because they all have the red, blue, and green jewels under their eyes.
Okay. Who's the 3rd one then? How's that?
I forgot.
Oh no!
It was all in the huge video that we did on Agatha.
Right.
Let me look this up really quick. Agatha theory.
Duck Guts in the chat asks, Daniel, do you have a channel? Okay, so you probably see in the chat, NSHG Films, that is me. But I am working on something else right now, so your best bet's to follow me on Twitter and just kind of stay tuned. So, Abigail said, perhaps he wanted to protect her identity and just referred to it as the fortune teller. Perhaps he feared that the Yiga would try to kill the one who predicted Ganon's return.
Telma.
So, yeah, Telma. Okay.
Because they all have the jewels under their eyes. And then with Fanati,
she has like the Sheikah symbol, doesn't she?
Yeah, she has the Sheikah symbol on her head, and then her name is made up of the first 2 or 3 words of the beginning of each of the goddesses' names.
Right, like Feror, Nehru, Din, Fanati. Okay, and that's a neat detail. I never actually thought of that.
Very similarly, Ordona's name is made up of all 3 of the goddesses' names as well.
Oh, you're right.
And then...
More like from Feror and then... Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
Jesse, I'm learning things.
Those two characters both have their names made up from all 3 of the goddesses. And since the dragons and the light spirits are all also named after the goddesses,
in some capacity,
yeah, it's like they're all named after each other, basically. And then those 2 have their names shared together by being a mix of the other characters.
Neat.
Yeah. And then if that wasn't enough to make her part of the Sheikah, she has the symbol tattooed on her forehead.
Yeah, that one's pretty... Like, the only other characters we've seen with that are other Sheikah members, so...
Yeah. I think Impa in Skyward Sword has it tattooed on her forehead.
Yep, and then a bunch of the monks in Breath of the Wild, as well as Impa and Paya, also have that same tattoo.
Yeah. Probably pisses off Impaz, though, who's, like, trapped in the original Kakariko village. Because she's like, you're supposed to be a fellow Sheikah member, but you're just making money in Hyrule Castle instead of trying to help your sister.
Oops.
Yeah.
But yeah, this theory with the queen, Abigail brings up a good point about the king trying to protect her identity from the Yiga. I like that idea, but would he still do it that in his like own personal journal? You know, that's like hidden in the castle in his study. You wouldn't think so, at least. I don't know. Like maybe publicly he wouldn't make it known, but then like in his own personal journal he might like just write about it differently. I don't know. But it's still a cool theory that I've seen around.
It is.
It is. It's still cool. Cool.
Yeah. Another question. There's one earlier that I seen. Comes from Ruben Spears. Says, "Are you middle Jesus rocks son?" No, I'm not. But Tony, who we were talking about earlier, middle Jesus rocks, flew Tony out to do some videos with him a long time ago.
Oh yeah,
Hard for Games.
That was cool.
But then his real question is, why isn't there more Zelda merch, like official costumes for cosplay? And that's basically
the Woodland Warrior costume.
Oh yeah, and like the knockoff thing. Yeah, so Nintendo has a really strict quality control thing on their stuff, so that's why.
But there is some cool official Zelda merch out there. You could probably find some around somewhere.
Yeah, the thing
Just
is,
saying.
Nintendo can release limited Zelda merch, and that guarantees they can overcharge for it, because if there was just tons of Zelda merch, then
people would be wishy-washy about, like, oh, I could get it.
Yeah,
if there's a limited run, Zelda fans could be like, I need it now!
Yeah, that's why it's like $500 to get the Skull Kid statue from First Four Figures.
Yep.
Do you have a final question, Daniel?
Yeah, where are the bananas? Yes. Great. Trying to find one in the chat here. Abigail, who's in the chat, actually, had put this in Discord. It's 2 questions, actually, that I pulled from the mailbag section of Discord. If you guys are wondering where to submit questions, other than the live chat, you can join Discord as well, and there's Zelda Mailbag channel on the Discord to submit that in. But her 2 questions, 2-part question again. What Nintendo franchise should get a spin-off where you play as the villain?
I remember this question. I seen it earlier.
And what would the gameplay be like? And what underrated Zelda character do you think should be made into an amiibo? And what would that amiibo unlock?
It's a crime. The only spin-off Zelda game with the side character is Tingle's 4 games.
Yep. And don't forget Zelda's Wand of Gamelon.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. How could you forget? Zelda's Adventure for the Philips CDI.
I prefer Link's Adventure, or Adventure of Link.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. So,
underrated Zelda character that should get an amiibo, and Nintendo franchise. Well, underrated character, Beetle. Give me a Beetle amiibo.
That's my answer to both. I want to play as Beetle, and I want to...
Beetle's not a villain, though.
Oh.
So what? Alright, so we want a Beetle amiibo.
Well, he kind of is. He, like, drops you out of the sky if you don't buy something.
In Skyward Sword, in Breath of the Wild, he is far from villain. You could literally run and knock him on his ass. Sorry, I said it bad. You could run and knock him over on his, and he would land on his posterior, and he will get up and be just happy to see you. So, very different take on Beetle from Skyward Sword. What Nintendo franchise should get a villain in which you, or a spin-off where you play as a villain?
Oh, let me play as Skull Kid a few months before Majora's Mask, where you just go around doing pranks on everyone.
People and stuff. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I actually think Mario, because Bowser's kind of a funny, incidental sort of villain. Anyways, where you're not gonna feel like too bad playing as Bowser, and plus, spoiler alert for the uninitiated, the end of Mario Odyssey. Again, I'm just giving some breadth for the people that want to avoid the spoiler, even though the game's a couple years old now. The end of Mario Odyssey, where you play as Bowser, where you use Cappy on him and play as Bowser, is so fun. It's so fun. I want to play as Bowser more. But it'd be fun to play as Bowser and like command a bunch of Koopa Troopas and Goombas. And it would just, because it's Mario, it wouldn't be too serious. So you could just have a goofy time and just have Bowser being like, and just you have a good time. I would say that would be fun. It'd be a fun game.
Yeah. Or a Metroid game where instead of playing as Metroid, you play as one of the bad guys. What are they called in Metroid? What are the bad guys called? Ridley. Yeah, you play as Ridley.
Barney.
But Ridley would be too big. Yeah, so instead of playing as Metroid, you play as Ridley. Yeah. And then I guess like a final question, because I like the idea of it. Slice of Sprite says, whatever happened to that 3D Zelda game demo that was super HD and looked like Twilight Princess sequel, and it consisted of Link fighting a giant spider? That was the Zelda Wii U tech demo. That was what Nintendo, Aonuma specifically, told us a possible Twilight Princess HD remake could look like if it was designed for the Wii U. But then when he released a Twilight Princess HD for the Wii U, it looked nothing like it.
It'd be really cool if it did, though. Although I don't know why Navi wasn't.
Yeah, that was like maybe the Wii version, because like maybe most people remembered Twilight Princess Link with the fairy.
I guess. I still hated that in the Wii version.
Did he just describe Bowser's inside story? I don't remember what Bowser's inside story was about. I remember he was like dreaming or something.
Don't you still play as Mario and Luigi in Bowser's
Maybe you
Inside
can
Story?
switch.
I haven't played Bowser's Inside Story, so I only know from the trailers. But I mean, you can play all these characters in Smash. But
who is Samus?
Samus.
RPG
Samosas.
says you play Samus, really, because Metroids are kind of the bad guys. Well, in this game,
Samosas.
Metroid would be the bad guy in this game, because you'd be playing as Ridley.
Oh, you're killing me, Jesse. Okay, but what would our Beetle amiibo unlock in-game? Or what would it do?
It would drop a chest down that would just have random supplies that Beetle carries. Or maybe it would give you, like...
Rugged Rhino Beetle.
Or maybe he would give you, like, no, it would be cool if, like, he just showed up, like it just materialized him in the world, kind of like
he's like
Wolf-Link or Epona.
He's just like super surprised, but he's like, what?
And then he just hands you his bag of goods and runs away. It's like, I'm not supposed to be here.
Oh no. Yeah, that'd be really funny, actually.
Take this so I can run faster.
Oh, poor Beetle.
And he gives you a stick. And that's how you get Deku Sticks in the game.
Ah, good. I need it for fighting Thunder Blight Ganon. You just parry him, and then you jump attack with a Deku Stick.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, that's everything. Daniel, who are you? What are you doing here?
Who are you, and what do you do? I'm Daniel. I guess if you want to see my face or listen to my voice, you can check me out on the websites that exist on the internet. No, there's Twitter and Instagram and Twitch. You can follow me at CaptBurgerson, CaptBurgerson. On the other side of things, there's going to be some change coming. So for now, stick with those ones, Twitter and Twitch in particular. Instagram's fun. That's just pictures, though. But mostly Twitter, so that you know when I go live on Twitch. I stream typically Tuesdays and Wednesdays during the day, earlier in the day. And we play a lot of Zelda games, although I've been playing, started today a game of Starlink, but been playing through many Zeldas as well, so mostly Zelda, I would say, is the focus of Twitch. But yeah, that's me. Capt Burgerson. And also, if you really want to chat with me, I'm also on Discord in Jesse's Discord server, so you feel free to, find me. Jesse's asleep, I guess, so I put him to sleep with my boring social media plugs. So, Jesse, who are you?
I'm Jack.
Okay.
I have powers that I don't know what they are. I can, go through glass.
Oh, neat.
And I fight squirrels?
Raccoons?
Raccoons.
Yeah?
I fight raccoons.
Seems legit.
And I can turn into fire? I think.
Just become fire.
Yeah. No, so my name is Jesse. I am here to keep you guys happy. And yeah. Everything is /GameOverJesse. Twitter.com /GameOverJesse. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, MySpace. It's all there. /GameOverJesse. And join our Discord.
Yeah, we've got...
Did we have a good show, Daniel?
I think we did. I think you got a good Discord, too. There's a slight brag. The most, active Zelda Discord...
in the world.
Period. Yeah, just completely.
Yeah. There's a bunch of cool people on there.
Ruben Spears in the live chat said Marin amiibo for Link's Awakening would be really cool.
Yeah.
First amiibo to make sound, and it does that whistle. I'd pay anything. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. Marin
Daniel
amiibo
has
would be super cool.
A small amiibo collection.
Yeah, I only have a handful, only a few of them.
We should.
Oh no!
Can you imagine going back to? Because I just seen the mask from Fallout. Imagine going back to E3 and just handing the mask back to Bethesda. I want my money back.
Thank you for the loan. I borrowed this for a year.
Yeah, and just have each of us, you, me, Gibbs, Kayla, all go back at different times at different days, and then they just be why are they doing that?
What are they why are you doing this to us? We should get another set of these masks and then customize them to make them in our likeness. And then what you do is you wear
Color
the mask
them into Yiga
yourself,
masks.
and then you take it off. And then it's just you.
Yeah. Daniel, you definitely aren't addicted to amiibo.
I'm not. Nope, definitely not.
Find him on Twitter at JackGoThroughGlass and become fire.
Oh, RPG, I love it.
It's on Netflix. Go watch it, guys.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, Layla laughed really hard at that part where he does that and he fights with the raccoon.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. Bye, everyone. Thank you for watching.
Yeah. Bye, everybody.
Hey everyone, it's me again, Elia Rose. I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching this video. And you know what? If you're a fan of videos like this, you should totally subscribe and give this video a like and comment below to let us know what type of videos you would like to see us create in the future. And if you would really like to support all of us here at the GameOverJesse channel, please consider purchasing a GameOverJesse t-shirt or becoming a Patreon at patreon.com/GameOverJesse, where you can receive many rewards, such as getting shoutouts, having any topic or theory that you select discussed on the podcast or made into its own video, having your question answered, joining on as a guest on the podcast, and playing with us during our Twitch live streams at twitch.tv/GameOverJesse, and much, much more.